Next chapter we have to start, everyone. Debt capital. Now, first of all, a very statutory warning. Before starting this chapter, there is a statutory warning. So what is the statutory warning? अब इसको ध्यान से सुनना. Before starting of this chapter, let me tell you one thing. This chapter is a troublemaker. It is a what? It is a troublemaker. Sir, what do you mean by troublemaker? It is little bit, complicated chapter. But I tried my level best to make it very smooth and very clear for you. Let me tell you one thing. There will be so many places where you will get confused. Actually, this chapter is not that huge. This chapter is complicated side of chapter. And I can guarantee you, you dare to read it from this material. You dare to read it from ICA material. You may not be in a position to learn this particular topic in the manner which I want you to learn. Are you getting the point or not? So remember one thing. This chapter we are going to read from our notes. We are going to read from our notes. After doing the notes, after reading it from the notes, after writing the notes, then we'll jump to the chapter from our material. I'm not saying that we will skip the material. We will do it from the material, but I don't want to start it from the material. Reason, you will not be able to understand and there will be a lot of disturbances will come if I'll tell you from the material. Did you all understand what I'm saying? Yes or no? Yes. So shall we start it from our material now? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. तो सबसे पहले I would like to tell you about this chapter. बहुत ही complicated kind of chapter है, but tried my level best. और सबसे fearful chapter in the whole company law is this only. But if you will understand it very clearly and in a very direction way, which I'm going to provide you, then in that chapter, this chapter will be looking like a icing on a cake for you. Then in that case, you will not find any kind of problem in learning this chapter. Everyone ready? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
First of all, we have to understand these two rules. First of all, we have to understand these two rules. Now, everyone, you all have to repeat these rules 10 times right now in front of me. Everyone, just try to repeat it inside you. What is the rule number one, Amma? Please continue. What is the rule number one written?
Rule number 1. No company can accept deposits from outsiders or public.
Hmm.
Rule number 2. But any company can accept deposits from its members.
So, what did you understand, everyone? Can a company accept the public deposits from the outsiders? Any company or no company?
No company.
No company can accept the public deposit from whom? Outsiders.
Outsiders.
But any company can accept the deposits from its already existing
Members.
members. अब इसको ध्यान से सुनना. ये rule क्या हुआ? This rule became what little bit changed. Now they have added one more thing here. कि no company can accept the public deposit from the outsider public. It's fine. Except eligible public company. Which company can accept now only? Eligible public company, not a normal public company. You should be a which public company? Eligible public company. So tell me the three rules now, everyone. No company can accept the public deposits from whom? Public or from the outsider. But every company can accept the deposit from its what? Members. There is only one company in India which can accept the public deposits from the public. Who is that company? Eligible public company. Did you all understand the three rules, everyone? So what are the three rules? No company can accept the deposit from the public. Why I'm repeating it again and again? You will understand it when I'll take you above. When I'll take you to the chart, there you will understand why sir was repeating the same sentence for 10 times. When I'm telling you that there is some complication in this chapter, just have a trust and faith in me. This chapter is little bit complicated, but I will try my level best to go in a very smooth manner so that everything goes inside your head in a perfect way. No company can accept the public deposits from whom? Public. Which company can accept the public deposits from the public?
Eligible
Public company. And every company can accept the deposits from its what? Members. No problem at all. So everyone just make a note of this one first. Make a note of these two white lines which are there in front of you. Everyone just make a note and let me know when you are noted. Put the heading acceptance of public deposits chapter. Chapter is acceptance of public deposits. Put 5-star marks to this chapter. Must question from this chapter. Has to come. So put 5-star marks to this chapter. So once you are done with rule number 1 and rule number 2, please let me know. Rule number 1, rule number 2, no company can accept the deposits from the public, that is outsider, except a eligible public company. Except a eligible public company. But any company can accept the deposit from its members. Our whole chapter, literally speaking, whole chapter is based upon these rules only.
Done, sir.
Yes. Everyone clear? Everyone noted?
Yes.
Yes. Now I'm taking you towards the chart now. Now, what is the chart saying? Now, this is the chart you have to understand. The whole chart you have to understand. I will make you understand in a very simplified manner. Try to understand now. There are total 6 categories of the companies are written in front of you, everyone. Can you please speak up? What is the first category company? Eligible public company. What is the second category? Public company. What is the third category? IFSC public company. Do you remember IFSC? International Financial Service Centers. International Financial or Finance Service Centers public company. So tell me, first 3 are which companies? Public companies. But what is the first public company? Eligible public company. What is the second public company? Normal public company. What is the third public company? IFSC public company. Then 3 private companies will come. Normal private company, startup private company, and such other private company. So what are the 3 types of private company? Normal private company, startup private company, and such other private company. Sir, what is the difference between all of them? You will understand one by one. So tell me everyone, how many types of companies you are able to see? 6. What are the 6 companies? 3 public and 3 what? Private. You have to remember this. You have to remember this chart like this only. So 3 public, 3 private. So what is the 3 public? Eligible public company. Second one, normal public company. Third one, IFSC public company. Fourth one, normal private company. Fifth one, startup private company. And sixth one is what? Such other private company. Did you all understand the point? Yes or no? Yes. So these 6 companies we are going to talk about in this whole chapter. Only these 6 companies, right or not? Sir, because there are only 2 types of company. OPC का मतलब क्या होता है? पहले तो ये बताओ. OPC, 1-person company. तो 1-person company में minimum and maximum number of members are only 1. तो OPC को public deposit accept करने की इजाजत नहीं है. Private company can also accept the public deposit or not? Tell me, what is the private companies can accept the public deposit or cannot? I'm talking about not the deposits, I'm talking about public deposits, accepting from the public. What is our rule number 1? Everyone, repeat the rule number 1. No company can accept any deposits from the public, which means public deposits, except which company? So there is only one company which can accept the public deposits in the whole India. Which company? So it means out of these 6 companies, which company can only accept the public deposits? But all the 6 can accept the deposit from whom? Members. So when I'm using the word called public deposits, I'm talking about accepting the deposits from the public now. Tell me one thing. Private companies can or cannot? Cannot. Normal public companies also can or cannot? Cannot. Then IFSC public company also can or cannot?
Cannot.
Only one company. Which is that company?
Eligible public.
Eligible public company. Now we have to understand what do you mean by eligible public company? What do we have to understand? What do you mean by eligible public company? अब इसको ध्यान से सुनना. Eligible public company का मतलब होता है whose net worth is greater than equals to 100 crores or turnover is greater than equals to 500 crores. Tell me, what do you mean by eligible public company? Either your net worth should be greater than equals to 100 crores or turnover should be greater than equals to
500 crores.
If you are a public company and your net worth is greater than equals to 100 crores or your turnover is greater than equals to 500 crores, then you are a normal public company or you are an eligible public company. It means you can accept deposits from whom? Public. Are you able to connect everything now? Yes or no? So what makes you the eligible public company? Either your net worth should be 100 crores or more or your turnover should be what?
100 crores.
500 crores or more. बहुत मजा आएगा. Now, eligible public company में भी there are two categories. What are the two categories? Non-government eligible public company, government eligible public company. What are the two categories? Non-government eligible public company and government eligible public company. अगर तो तुम government eligible public company हो, then you can accept 35% of your total paid up share capital plus free reserves plus securities premium. What are the three things I told you? Total paid up share capital plus free reserves plus securities premium. We are going to add them. On that maximum, how much percentage? 35%. That much of amount this government eligible public company can accept it from its members as well as what? Public. Its member. M plus P means what? Members as well as what? Public. Now, is there anywhere written that how much from the members and how much from the public? No. So there is any sublimit or no sublimit?
No sublimit.
No sublimit. But if you are a non-government eligible public company, there also the limit is 35%. There also the limit is 35%. But from the 35%, 10% from whom?
Members.
Members. And 25% from whom?
Public.
Public. Did you get the point or not? Did you all understand the point or not? And this percentage we are calculating on what? This percentage we are calculating on what? Total paid up share capital plus free reserves plus which premium? Securities premium account. Now let me take you to the rule again. What is our rule number 1? No company can accept the deposits from the public except a eligible public company. Rule number 2, any company can accept the deposit from its what?
Members.
So whether the eligible public company can also accept the deposit from its member?
Yes.
Yes. And eligible public company can also accept the deposit from the public?
Yes.
Yes. What makes you eligible public company, everyone?
100 crores.
Either your net worth is 100 crores or more or your turnover is what?
500
500 crores or more. After becoming eligible public company, what are the two bifurcations? You can be a government public company or you can be a non-government eligible public company. If you're a government eligible public company, what is the maximum percentage of public deposit you can raise from the public as well as members? 35% of total paid up share capital plus free reserves plus securities. If you are a non-government eligible public company, what is the percentage?
35%.
35%. But in that 35%, what is the sublimit? 25% from the public and 10% from whom? Members. Everyone, please tell me, did you all understand the concept or not? Yes. Which concept we are done with? We are done with the first company. What is the first company? Eligible public company. What is the second company we are going to talk about now? Normal public company. Which is the second company now we are going to talk about? Normal public company. Normal public company का भी limit 35% ही है. Either you are a government or a non-government, doesn't make any difference. नॉर्मल पब्लिक कंपनी का भी लिमिट कितना है? 35%. But can it accept the deposits from the public?
No.
It means total 35% is from
Members.
members. So tell me one thing. Now what I have done is, now listen to this carefully. Members को I am representing with the word called what? X, and public को I am representing with the word called what? Y. So tell me, what is the maximum limit of a normal public company also?
35%.
So from X means members, how much?
35%.
But from the Y, how much?
0%.
0%. Is there any doubt in the first one and second company?
No.
No. What is the third public company?
IFSC.
IFSC public company को 100% allowed है. How much allowed?
100%.
100%. 100% of what? Total paid up share capital plus free reserve plus what? Securities premium. But can IFSC public company can also accept the deposit from the public?
No.
No. It means total 100% from whom?
Members.
Members. Did you understand the point or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, what is the next one?
Private company.
Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Is the screen available now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, in the IFSC public company, how much percentage you can obtain? 100%. But 100% from the public or 100% from the members now?
Members.
Members now. So let us wind up the public companies again. First of all, which company we talked about? Eligible public company. Eligible public company means what makes you eligible public company? Either your net worth should be 100 crores or more, or your turnover should be what? 500 crores or more. Then you are normal company or eligible public company? Eligible. In the eligible public company also there are two categories. Either you can be a eligible non-government public company or you can be eligible government public company. Either you are a non-government or you are a government. What is your maximum limit? 35%. But if you are a non-government eligible public company, is there any sub-limit also? Yes. 10% from the members and 25% from whom? Public. But if you are a government eligible public company, then 35% either from the members or from the public or any kind of percentage, that is purely the government company's choice. Am I correct? Yes. If you are a normal public company, what is your maximum limit? 35%. Here also 35%. So two 35% companies we have understood. 35% from the public or 35% only from the members?
Members.
Because it is not an eligible public company. Am I correct or not? Third public company, which company everyone? IFSC public company. IFSC public company का 35% or 100%?
100%.
100%. So 100%, completely 100% from whom?
Members.
Members, not from the public. Abhi, all the three public companies, any doubt or no doubt? No doubt.
Sir,
हाँ बोलो.
what if IFSC public company is also an eligible public company, sir?
हाँ, then you will come into the category of that company, na?
100% plus 25, sir.
Then it will be 35%. You are in the category of eligible public company, then there is no 100%, na? It will be
Okay.
35% only.
Yes. Sir.
Right or not? Now, listen to this, everyone. Now, private company also. First of all, let me give you one chart. Now, tell me, first three companies were which company? First three companies public. Next three are what?
Private company.
So, remember one thing. 35, 35, 100, 100, unlimited, unlimited. What are the six things I told you? 35, 35, 100, 100, unlimited, unlimited. So 35, 35 first two companies? Yes or no? 35, 35 first two companies, 100, 100. Next two. IFSC and a normal private company. Then startup and such other private company, how much?
Unlimited.
But in the last five, anything from the public or nothing from the public?
Nothing from them.
So it means 100% from whom?
Members.
Members. 35% from whom? Members.
Members.
Private company 100% from whom?
Members.
Startup private company unlimited from whom?
Members.
Such other private company unlimited from whom?
Members.
Members. Did you all understand this point? So 35, 35, 100, 100, unlimited, unlimited. Clear everyone? Yes or no? Yes. So
Yes,
tell
sir.
me, what is the limit for the private company now?
100%.
100%. 100% from whom?
Members.
Members. Nothing from the public.
Public.
Now, startup private company, how much? 100% or unlimited?
Unlimited.
So members के से unlimited, from the public 0%, and such other private company में members unlimited, from the public 0. Did you all understand half of this chart or not? Yes.
sir.
Whatever the percentage the companies will decide, that percentage will be calculated on what?
Total paid up share capital plus fee ratio plus security payment.
Yes, very nice. अब इसको ध्यान से सुनना. तो पूरा चार्ट तुम्हारे दिमाग में घुस चुका है कि सर eligible public company, IFSC public company, normal private company, startup private company, and private company. Now we have to understand, what do you mean by startup private company? We have to understand what do you understand by startup private company and how you are different from a normal private company. Now you are a startup private company. Who will declare you that you are a startup private company? There is one department. What is the name of the department, everyone? DPITT. What is the name of the department?
DPIIT.
Do you remember in the audit I already told you DPIIT while doing the definition of financial statements. Now what is the full form of this department, everyone? Department for Promotion of Industries and which trade? Internal trade. So Department D for Promotion, P, of Industries and what? Internal trade. Now what was the name of this department earlier? Earlier it was known as DIPP, but now it is known as DPIIT. Now I'll take you to the website now. Okay, what is the definition of startup company? Now you all are going to understand this. Now let us understand what do you mean by startup company. Now see, are you able to see the website? What is the name of the website? Startupindia.gov.in. The name of the website is startupindia.gov.in. Are you able to see the department name?
Yes, sir.
DPI. Who declares you as a startup? DPIIT, Department for Promotion of Industries and which trade? Internal trade.
Internal trade.
Now, what do you mean by a startup company? That we have to understand. What makes you a startup company? That we have to understand. Okay, so there are total 5 conditions to be satisfied to call yourself as a which company? Startup company. Now, what is the condition number 1? Company's age. What is the condition number 1? Company's age. What is the maximum age of the company? The maximum period of existence and operations should not be exceeding 10 years from the date of incorporation. It means you can enjoy the status of startup company maximum how many years?
10 years.
Yes.
10 years. You can enjoy it for maximum how many years? 10 years. Those 10 years will start from your date of your
Date of incorporation.
incorporation. So your period of existence and operation should not be older than 10 years from the date of existence. Everyone, tell me, condition number 1 understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Condition number 2. You can be a startup private company, you can be a startup partnership firm, or you can be a startup LLP. We are talking about Companies Act, so we are only interested in
Private.
startup private. So it means there can be a startup partnership firm also, there can be a startup LLP also, but we are doing the Companies Act, therefore we are talking about you should be a startup private limited company. So you should be a private. It means public limited companies can be startup or cannot be?
Cannot be, sir.
Cannot be startup. Next one, annual turnover. Should have an annual turnover not exceeding 100 crores for any of the financial years since it's what? Incorporation. जब से तुम्हारा birth हुआ है, the day when you got born, as a which company? Private company. The day when you got born as a which company? Startup private company. Since that day till now, first of all, what is the maximum age of startup?
10 years.
So in
10 years.
those 10 years, your turnover shall not have exceeded how much?
100.
100 crores. In any of the year or all of the years?
All of
Any of
those.
all of the years or any of the years since incorporation, your turnover should not have crossed 100 crore. अगर तुम्हारा turnover 100 crores हो गया, then status of startup will be given to you or will be taken away from you.
Taken away.
Taken away from. So condition number 3 also we understood. Yes. What is condition number 4? You should be a original entity. Sir, what do you mean by original entity? You should not be a result of any split up of the company. You should not be a result of any already existing business. Are you getting the point or not? Matlab, say for example, Tata Steels and Motors. There was one company, say for example, Tata Steels and Motors Limited. So Tata Steels and Motors Limited did motors separately and steel separately. Now tell me, steels and motor are new startup or they are split up from the, or they are the result from the already existing company? They are the result from the already existing company. But you as a startup company should not be a result of any kind of existing company. You should be a brand new company. Did you get the point or not? You should be a which entity? You should be a original entity. Now tell me, what are the 4 conditions we satisfied as a startup private company?
10 years or
Maximum age 10 years.
Maximum age should be 10 years, then only you will get the startup. It means from the 11th year onwards, startup status will be taken away from you. In those 10 years, your any year turnover shall not have exceeded
100
100 crores. Third point,
Private limited company.
private limited company. What is the next one? Give me 1 second. Okay. Now, you should be a which company, everyone? You should be a private company. And at the same point of time, you should be a part of split up of already existing company, or you should be an original entity.
Original.
You should be a original entity. And what is the condition number 5? What is the condition number 5? Very interesting condition. Condition number 5 says that should work towards the development or improvement of the product or process of service or have scalable business model with high potential for creation of wealth and development. Are you getting the point or not? What they are saying that as a startup company, you should work towards the development or improvement. Means what? You should be an innovative kind of company. You should be a which company? Startup का मतलब क्या होता है sir? Now today if I'll open a restaurant like a normal restaurant, am I a startup?
No.
Startup means the same idea, different idea.
Different.
So you should be innovative and inventive company. You should be an innovative or inventive or a creative company. And remember one thing, your idea of doing the business must have a potential of creation of wealth. Creation of what? Wealth. It means wealth and development. Means you should have an idea which is going to take you to another level, which is going to give you the lots and lots of money. Did you all understand the point or not? Yes or no? So this is what makes you a which company? Startup company. So tell me everyone, what are the 5 conditions for being a startup company?
Maximum 10 years from incorporation.
So maximum 10 years status. Next one, you should be a which entity? Original entity. Next one,
Private.
since incorporation, your turnover shall not have exceeded what?
100 crores.
100 crores. You should be a private company. And last but not the least, you should be innovative and having a potential for which growth? Scalable growth. So if you are able to satisfy all these 5 conditions, then the central government, MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, under that department DPIIT declares you as a which company? Startup company. Clear everyone? Yes or no? Yes sir. Now you know that as a startup. So startup company का limit कितना है? From the members? Unlimited. From the members? Unlimited. But from the public?
0%.
Now we have to understand कि what makes you a such other private company. What makes you a such other private company. अच्छा, such other private company का मतलब होता है when you are able to satisfy 3 conditions. How many conditions? 3 conditions. Condition number 1. Condition number 1. Neither you should be a subsidiary nor you should be an associate of any company. What is the condition number 1?
Neither subsidiary.
Neither subsidiary or
Not
associate.
associate.
ना तो तुम किसी के सब्सिडरी होने चाहिए, ना तो तुम किसी का एसोसिएट होना चाहिए. कंडीशन नंबर 1. कंडीशन नंबर 2, your borrowings should be less than. Your borrowings should be less than. Do you remember this topic we have already done? Your borrowing should be less than 2 times of your paid up share capital or 50 crores, whichever is
Lower.
lower. Do you remember this? We have done this topic already somewhere. Your borrowings should be less than 2 times of the paid up share capital or 50 crores, whichever is lower, and you should not have any kind of default in your name. No such kind. You should be a clean company. So if these 3 conditions are satisfied, you are known as a such other private company. Tell me everyone, what do you mean by such other private company? Tell me. Condition number 1, neither a subsidiary nor a associate of any other company. Condition number 2, your total borrowings shall be less than 2 times of your paid up share capital or
50 crores.
50 crores, whichever is lower. And you should be a defaulter company or no defaulter company?
No default.
You should not be a defaulter company. Crystal clear everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that is what brings an end to your chart number 1. I hope chart number 1 went inside your head. This whole thing now, is there anything looking alien to you? Tell me everyone.
No.
Is there anything looking alien to you or everything went inside your head? Okay, so I will give you the enough time, don't worry, but I want to test you first now. So let us prepare this chart. Okay. Okay, everyone, please tell me what are the 6 companies we are talking about? What are the 6 companies we are talking about?
Eligible public company.
First one is
Eligible public company.
eligible public company. Second one,
Normal public company.
public company normal. Next one,
IFSC public company.
IFSC public company. Next one,
Private.
Private company.
private company. Next one,
Startup private company.
startup private company. Next one,
Such other private company.
such other private. Okay, now these are the 6 things. Okay, next one. What makes you a eligible public company? Either your
The turnover
should be 100 crores or more, or turnover should be.
100,000 more.
Now after that, you can be either a
Non-government or
you can
government.
be a non-government eligible public company, or you can be a government eligible public company. In both the cases, what is your percentage? Shall not be more than 35%, shall not be more than 35%. But in the government non-government public company, mein 10% from members and 25%
Public.
from public. And non-government mein maximum 35%, no sublimit. Am I correct? Yes or no? Yes. And do we calculate the percentage on what?
Total paid up share capital.
Series.
Free reserves and securities premium.
Clear. What makes your public company? Normal public company. What is your maximum limit from members?
35%.
35%. From public?
0.
0. Okay. IFSC public company mein from members?
100%.
100%. From public?
0%.
0. What makes your private company? From members?
100%.
100%. From public,
0.
0. Startup private company. Who declares you startup?
DPIIT.
What is DPIIT? Department for Promotion of Industries and
Internal
Internal
trade.
Trade. How many conditions to be satisfied?
5 conditions.
5 conditions. Batana, 10 years maximum age. Turnover shall not be more than how many crores?
100 crores.
100 crores. You should be a which company?
Private
company. Then you should be a original entity. And at the last, you should be a innovative
Innovative
company
scalable growth.
and having scalable growth. Correct? Now, what makes you such other company if the 3 conditions are satisfied? Condition number 1, you should neither be a subsidiary
Subsidiary
nor
or
a
associate.
associate. Condition number 2, your total borrowings shall not be more than shall be less than shall be less than 2 times of your paid up share capital or 50 crores, whichever is lower. And condition number 3, no default. Yes. Next one. Okay, what are the limits of last 3 or last 2?
Unlimited.
From members it is unlimited, and from public again what? 0. Now here also from members it is unlimited, from public is equal to 0. Tell me one thing, whether the whole thing went inside your head or not? Yes. So that is called half of the chapter done. Tell me one thing, is it now looking easier?
Yes.
But the same, I'm giving you the homework, everyone. Just listen to me carefully. I'm giving you the homework. Same thing. You try to read it from the material and tell me or give me the feedback tomorrow. Either you use any some author's material or I say material or our MM material. You let me know tomorrow whether you are comfortable or not. Same, I'm guaranteeing you. Same, you do it tomorrow from the material or anywhere. Just give me the feedback tomorrow whether it is comfortable or not. You won't believe it took me almost 1 week. I'm telling you, it took me almost 1 week to make this kind of thing, to make it separable. If you read it from the material, I can guarantee you 20 times you have to read that material, then only you will understand. And now you will understand why, because I already made you understand. Are you getting the point? If I could have started directly from the material, I can guarantee you 100% of you will not be able to understand that from the material. That's why I told that, okay, first of all, let us read it or do it from our material. So everyone ready to make a chart? Yes or no? Yes. So jaldi se bana do everyone. Everyone just make the chart. Put the heading acceptance of deposit. Rule 1, rule 2 we have written already. Yes. Make the chart. Let me just put the full screen so that you can all make.